A 14-year-old girl disappears from a group home. Weeks later, her dismembered body is found, dumped off a rural highway, miles away. Her name was Emily Pike, and her story has captured national attention, not just for the brutality of what happened, but for the years of heartbreak and systemic failures that came before it. Questions linger, such as who failed her, who killed her. Emily Pike was more than a name in a headline. She was a bright, artistic teen from the San Carlos Apache Tribe in Arizona. Her favorite color was pink. She loved Hello Kitty, and she dreamed of becoming an artist. But behind that smile was a life marked by trauma and a system that let her fall through the cracks. In 2023, Emily confided in family that she had been sexually assaulted by a relative while living on the San Carlos Apache Reservation. But instead of the case being handled by law enforcement, it was reportedly managed by the tribe's game and fish department, not the police. No charges were ever filed. No arrest, no trial. Her family believes that if someone had been held accountable then, Emily might still be alive today. Instead, Emily was placed into the foster care system, eventually ending up in a group home in Mesa. It was a place she clearly didn't feel safe in. In fact, she ran away multiple times. She unfortunately tried to attempt suicide in late 2023, tying a shoestring around her neck and shutting herself in a closet. Her aunts, both living out of state, pleaded to take her in, offering love and a stable home, but the system kept her where she was. Fast forward to January 27th, 2025. Emily, one day, had decided to leave the group home, and she never came back. Her disappearance was reported, but weeks had passed without any answers. Then, on February 14th, Valentine's Day, her body was discovered on US Highway 60, east of Globe, Arizona. Over 80 miles from where she was last seen, Emily was discovered. The scene was horrific. Her remains were found in trash bags. She had apparently suffered blunt force trauma to the head and face. Her hands and lower legs were missing. Someone definitely tried to erase her. The Gillett County Sheriff's Office quickly launched a homicide investigation, joined by the FBI and tribal police. But as of now, April 2025, there are no suspects and no arrests. None have been made. Authorities say they're still looking for leads. Emily's family, however, says they're not getting any updates. They want the FBI to fully take over the case, believing the agency has the resources to bring justice. They are desperate, not only for answers in her death, but also in the earlier sexual assault case that was never solved. And there's another twist. Emily's case is now part of a broader investigation into how group homes operate in Arizona. The state's Department of Child Safety has launched a probe into the group home she was staying at, with serious questions about how often children go missing under their watch and what's done about it. In the wake of her death, the San Carlos Apache Tribe has stepped forward, calling for accountability, systemic change, and justice. Tribal leaders have announced their own independent investigation into the alleged assault, and lawmakers are considering a turquoise alert system in Arizona, similar to Amber Alerts, specifically for missing Indigenous children and teens. It's too late for Emily, but it might save someone else. Emily Pike's murder is more than a tragedy. It's a devastating example of what happens when vulnerable children aren't heard, when justice is delayed, when the system doesn't listen until it's too late. She was failed at every level by those meant to protect her, care for her, and fight for her. Her family continues to pray for answers. They want justice for what happened before and after her death. They want someone held accountable and responsible. And they want people to remember Emily not as a victim, but as a bright, funny, and deeply loved girl who deserved so much more. If you have any information about the disappearance or death of Emily Pike, please contact the Gila County Sheriff's Office or the FBI. Let's make sure her story is not forgotten. No more stolen sisters.